Previously on the Renovators. You are the most skilled renovators this country has to offer. 26 of Australia's best builders, designers and stylists faced a massive week of challenges.
I want to give it my all.
I'm freaking out.
And they've all dazzled with their skill and creativity.
It's delightful.
And I love it.
So far, 4 contestants have claimed the keys to a rundown house.
I am really proud of myself. I'm going to win this, I hope.
Tonight, the last 2 sets are up for grabs. This is it, your final chance to control a house. The contestants pair up to make their mark and create the most inviting front yard.
First impressions count. What kind of impression do you want to bring here?
But to win, they'll need to catch the eye of some very picky judges.
We're starting to freak out because we haven't done enough.
What the hell is that?
Kel, the houses are back. We got terraces.
What is this?
Oh, look at the little houses. They're gorgeous.
Oh, God.
I really feel like we're coming home. There's real houses and they just look gorgeous, and you know something really lovely is ahead of us.
Welcome to a street that could only be described as a renovator's dream.
Absolutely.
Now, before I explain exactly what you guys are in for today, I'm going to remind you what you're doing here. The aim of this competition is to take one of these 6 rundown houses and renovate them for the highest possible profit. Now, Joanne, Peter, Luke and Jason, as previous challenge winners, you all hold keys to houses and you will call the shots on their renovations, so you don't need to take part in today's challenge. The rest of you, however, you're going to be fighting for the keys to both remaining houses. We are doubling the stakes. They are the Fibro Cottage and the shop.
I'm nutting out. Do I want the Fibro Shack? The shop would come up a treat. I had my hopes high and I was very confident.
So today's challenge is called Street Appeal. Now, I think that all of you admit that this is a pretty bland row of terraces. The facades are nothing more than undercoat and the front yards are just dirt. There's not so much as a doorknob over there. They are true blank canvases in every sense of the word for you to demonstrate your creativity and your craftsmanship. Now, of course, every renovator needs to know how to give a house street appeal, and that is today's challenge. You have to decorate the facades and landscape the front yards. So, the rules today, you have to split into teams of 2 and then each choose a house. And for this challenge, you have exactly 4 hours. Ali, now are you ready to get those shiny red boots dirty?
Yeah, today could be the day. It's a great challenge. I'm really looking forward to it.
Fiona, have you got ideas cooking away in your head already?
Yeah. I've had the privilege of working at the Chelsea Flower Show, so I feel like that's what I'm doing right here.
You.
Christy, how are you feeling about this challenge? You look a little excited.
I think all the challenges so far have been lots of fun, but this is a real chance that, I guess because we're in smaller groups, that we can all show our individual style and what we excel at. And they're really cute little houses and, yeah, I'm sure we'll all do them justice, so bring it on.
Excellent. When your time is up, you'll be judged on how well you fulfilled that brief of creating a house with street appeal. Now, the 2 members of the winning team are going to claim keys to those remaining houses.
Oh my gosh.
That's tough.
First impressions count. What kind of impression do you want to bring here? Are you an individual or are you part of the neighbourhood? And if you are an individual, are you going to paint the house with stripes? Or are you going to be like Brendan over here and refreshing in colour? or like Robin and offer some decoration to the front of your place and highlight different aspects of it? Or are you just going to be just natural like Baz? It's all about the personality of the house and what kind of personality you want to bring to it.
Now, guys, it's time to split into your teams. But first, Natalia, we understand that you've hurt your back.
Yep.
And in this case, we don't want you to miss out on the challenge. So we want you to be the brains behind what happens, but we're going to ask Joanne if you would be her brawn. Now, this is it, your final chance to control the house. Only the 2 members of the winning team are going to be claiming those 2 last sets of keys to both of those remaining houses. Okay, guys, now it's time to split into pairs. Find a workmate that you trust with your life.
Now listen, baby, come here.
We're going to do it.
We're going to clean up.
Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
Natalia and myself are in a team. I'm really quite excited to see what Natalia has to offer. What we're going to design is going to be something pretty out there.
I've got a couple of ideas. Let's take our time.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah, I trust your
aesthetic.
design. So
I instantly ran to the last block. It was a strategic move. I realised that we had more space to create and also to work in.
Yes, quirky, gorgeous, in profile.
Lisa and I have decided we want to try and get the house on the end. That way we're only going to worry about one fence.
It's perfect. It'll be fun.
Now, guys, you need to amaze us. You have 4 hours for this challenge. Work starts now.
Welcome to our house, eh?
The first 15 minutes is insane.
Went to get a chair and I came back and my table's been taken, so we've got this one. Hurry up.
Everyone ran outside to get all their plants and trees and stuff like that. We'll put all that stuff on this.
Good idea.
Don't take them, they're mine. They're mine, Ellie. Ellie, they're mine.
Oh, they're yours? Okay.
Yeah, they're all mine, sorry. Don't even think of it.
now what's the style here?
Well, we're kind of going to go, we've sort of decided on still keeping it a cottage feel, so it's got warm sort of colours, but it's going to be slightly modern. In my ideal scenario, I've always wanted to do a fence that's out of steel that's woven.
Yes.
So we're trying to duplicate that with the ply.
All right, yeah.
And we're going to paint it a dark colour, so it will sort of have the effect of it being steel that's woven.
Good luck, guys.
Good luck.
Thank you. Tap.
All right, that's done.
Fiona, Michael, how's it going?
We're excited.
Are you? What are you excited about?
It's a great challenge, and I think Michael and I complement each other.
So, guys, what's the plan?
We're doing classic Victorian elegance.
Okay.
We're going to see nice picket fence, Leighton screens up either sides, make a bit of a screening, block the neighbours off.
So, how much do you want to win this?
We do.
We want to win it pretty
This
bad.
is our last chance, and we want to.
Excellent.
Tell us about your plan.
Well, it's all, the whole garden's focusing on the celebration of leaves. So it's all about texture-based,
So
which is what
straight
this
away
is.
we had the race to pick this out. This was the
So
main
leaves.
feature.
Yes,
Right,
leaves.
okay.
So I can see a really bold, strong, almost coffee-coloured property, and then we're going to put pavers down.
Okay.
We're looking at doing like a sandstone, because coffee, sandstone, aubergine tones,
So you've
all
gone
beautiful.
into that. Okay, good luck.
Thank you, Robin. We should have really selected our colours first, but then if we hadn't have selected the plants, they all wouldn't have been available. Yeah, I mean, that is so sweet.
All right, so that's our starting point. on there.
Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that with that. Absolutely beautiful.
The height's good there now.
Yeah. I'm going to start mixing up the paint. The paint queue was enormous. Oh, we've got a bit of a line-up, have we? Oh, blast. That's what happens. Because we selected our plants first, by the time we got back to then select our paints, the queue was about 3 deep. How many cans are you mixing up?
3.
3. Okay. I really, really want the keys. I really do. I'm desperate, but we'll see.
Bloody neighbours.
Coming up, who will win the keys to the final 2 houses? They won't believe who's doing the judging.
The Street Appeal Challenge is pretty exciting. There's 11 identical houses and a garden with not much in it.
At this stage, all 11 terraces look exactly the same. It's really going to be creating a point of difference.
Renovators, 1 hour has passed. You have 3 hours to go.
We're in Australia. This is a competition for the best renovator in Australia. We're going Australian heritage. Australia's got a lot of heritage, needs to be emphasised. That front door is classic Australian heritage.
We're going for a really Aussie look, trying to reflect that colonial mix of native, a mix of English and a mix of the old convict era. I love the colour. It reminds me, when I was a kid, I used to love caramel paddle pops. And that looks like caramel paddle pops.
Hi, August and Ali. How are you?
Hello, hi. Thank you for visiting our house.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
So this house for us is high-end, it's expensive, but with a contemporary twist.
Yep.
We're actually going to stripe the front of this house in very muted stripes that you'll hardly notice.
Yeah,
I would actually ask you to rethink the stripe.
Okay.
Yep, thank you.
Is there a reason why you were particularly wanting that stripe
Well,
effect?
I guess we're always looking for something quirky, something whimsical.
I'm a little bit with Robin with the stripes. I think that sounds, August, even for you, an artist, that's a lot of work. Good luck with it, guys. Thank you. Thanks.
I do feel we're playing it safe, so I think we should at least push with the idea of the stripes.
That's the darker of the two.
It's pretty, very pretty. We are testing the stripes. We've got pangs of guilt going against what Robin has warned us about.
Okay, let's have a look. Look, I think it'll stand
It's
out.
sweet, isn't it?
If
Safe,
we are the
rather than
only
being subtle.
ones that stripe and we do it successfully, there's a plus.
If not,
If not, well, look, it's a risk regardless. So I think we just stand, stand our
united.
ground.
We stand united.
Stand our ground and we stripe.
Renovators, you are at the halfway mark. There are 2 hours to go.
Oh, I'm exhausted. I don't know how it goes for the next 2 hours.
Our street is really starting to come together here, but do you reckon anyone's got this in the bag?
Yeah, I reckon Fiona and Michael, I reckon they're hitting it pretty hard. They're working very, very well as a team, and they're being really punchy with their black and white.
I'll be really interested to see what happens with Kelly and Kim. Kelly doesn't operate as well in a big group. This is an opportunity for Kelly to show us what he's got. I think Kim is a great person to work with. She's a calming sort of a person and a hard worker. That could be a really interesting house as well. Natalia's done the really artistic and thoughtful front yard. I love what she's done with the front fence. She's always wanted to have a woven steel fence. She's going to express that, but she's going to do it in plywood.
I think that's really beautiful because I think that front yards that the public often respond to are really personal spaces and places which are really emotional.
I tell you something that worried me. Ali and August want to do a stripe on their house.
I don't think that's so bad. Honestly, I think these guys are playing it really safe. Everyone is sort of driving towards the middle.
Yeah.
And we're not seeing anything pop at the moment.
I'm really excited about the idea of a stripe. I think that's going to be, depending on what colours that they choose.
Creating a lot of work in a short amount of time.
Well, hallelujah, my paint has finally been mixed up. I've got to be like a racehorse and get this up. We can do it together. We're very focused. And with the bright pink and the gorgeous garden with the sandstones, it's going to look absolutely divine. We just have to pull it off. We can do it.
I've had an idea that I think will give our house more wow factor. I've got the wow factor. If you can make a planter box underneath there, and I've got all those red plants.
Under that window?
Yeah, as a window box. We need something really to give that pop factor. Huckle's a great builder. He can build a little flower box underneath the windowsill with red flowers. It'd be perfect. Do you like it?
Yeah, fine.
Ali changes her mind Once we've started painting, I'd say 30% of the house. So she wants to fine-tune the colours.
Okay, so you are still staying with the stripe?
Staying with the stripe, but we've readdressed the colour just to lift it and make it brighter.
Okay, yep.
So, Ali, stop for a moment. I need to see which stripe. I need to know that I'm painting the right stripe.
Oh, I see. So we do have stripes here.
Light, dark, my colour.
Unfortunately, we don't have time for change.
It's a massive danger now. We are not going to finish. But there's no way I could go forward with that combination. Looking back over this competition, my weakness has been that I compromise on my ideas along the way. And I just feel with the stripes, I don't feel like compromising today.
Next,
I am stressed.
who will be in the running for the final 2 house keys?
I think we've nailed it this time.
Cheers, sweetheart.
And later, there is something that we haven't told you. We're not judging it.
Street Appeal Challenge is right up my alley. Every house that I've ever renovated, the street appeal has to be of utmost importance if you want to resell it.
I really like the way that you pulled the front fence back and created a little garden in the front. Thanks, Pete. It's a very nice little detail. Whose idea was that?
That was Fiona's, mate. She's the gardening mastermind.
Renovators, there is just 1 hour to go.
With 1 hour to go, we had to paint the front porch, create the pathway, we had to dig in the plants, and we had to do something along the side because we were on the corner. Okay, we need another.
Get on the other side.
The sleepers are classic heritage Australian railway workers.
Hello. Hey, Cal.
So when I picked those up and placed them there, it was like a memorial to the convicts who worked and slaved over the railways and chain gangs. Lovely. Lovely.
There or?
I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with that.
There?
It had a deeper meaning, you know. It's not just a picket fence.
Oh, look at that.
Beautiful, darling.
It's like a glove.
We've got a unique fence at the front. It's actually a weaved-in fence. But I'm sort of thinking we really do have to get some colour in there.
That one.
That
That would look sick. I don't know about you.
Yeah, but that's just going to blend in as well too much, isn't it? Should we go stormy? No, let's go night hush. Let's go night shh.
I reckon we're onto something.
Bloody neighbours. Keep your stuff out of our sight.
Oh, well, come on, mate. Your wife didn't seem to have a problem with it when she came over for a coffee the other night.
Brendan, I've just been down and had a look at all of these houses, and when I look at Lisa and Jason's house at the end, I don't know whether purple, just not seeing how that's going to carry off the sophistication of the rest of the garden design.
I disagree.
Oh, OK, go.
Yeah,
Why?
I think it's great. I think it's gutsy, it's deep, it's sexy, and I love what it does for a lot of the foliage. I like the red tips of the Photinia because the way that they behave against that purple, they would behave totally differently against any of those other colours. We see that in a whole different way because of the purple behind it.
I think Michael and Fiona's is really coming together quickly. That planting on either side of those large trees to create them as their fences works tremendously. A black little picket in the front.
I agree with that. And you know what? Initially, I was really critical of that black and white colour scheme, but it's really working with the black, white and green.
And if we go to Kelly and Kim, that's a lovely end Aussie house.
It's got a lovely earthy feel to it. It really does feel like they're saying, come in.
Come in.
Come on, wife.
God. Renovators, 10 minutes to go.
Pretty much the house is done. So it's really just putting some plants in, tidying up a little bit and just putting some little zhuzhuzhuzhuzhs, whatever they are.
I said to Michael, bring out our surprise package. And it's a planter box with bright red flowers hanging out of it.
A toast to teamwork, to a job well done.
And we're finished before
a magnificent effort.
We've got a very incomplete street front. The garden is nowhere near complete. The door hardware is not on. Little bits of painting are missing.
She swaps, changes too much. I mean, the colour scheme is great, but time, we haven't got enough time to do the garden properly, the fine details of the house.
30 seconds to go, guys. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop work!
I think the black and white is probably the best decision we made. It stood out a lot compared to the others and it looked great, elegant, like we planned.
Well done.
The whole house, it looks fabulous. It really does. And guess what? It stands alone.
I'm feeling absolutely excellent. I think we've nailed it this time. I think it's a nice blend of the old and the new.
Well, Tars, that's it.
Wow, yeah.
You want to get dirty? You want to get dirty?
I'm really happy. We've really appealed to what the judges are looking for, so fingers crossed it's what they want and hopefully we can win this challenge.
I think we're the only house that doesn't finish. And I really feel I've let August down.
It is frustrating because I know that we would have succeeded in completing it if we had stuck to the original colour scheme. I think that cost us dearly in that challenge.
Renovators, you must be exhausted. In 4 hours, that was a truly extraordinary transformation. Great job, guys. Really well done. Now, of course, you know, however, there can only be one winning team. So it's time for the judging to begin. Now, the prize, both members of the winning team will win a set of keys for either one of those 2 remaining houses. It's big stuff, guys. This is very, very exciting. However, there is something that we haven't told you. We're not judging it. Instead, we're going to hand that job over to some very special guest judges. And I'd like you now to welcome them to the warehouse. Renovators, here they are.
What the? We're expecting the judges to decide upon the winner of the 2 keys. But as usual, there's a little twist. What the?
There's heaps of them. Oh my God.
Some more people walk in, some more people walk in. And I'm thinking, how many people have they got to judge our houses? How many people are there?
There's a whole street full of people.
What the heck is going on right now?
So, Renovators, who better to judge on genuine street appeal than 250 members of the general public from all walks of life, from all backgrounds, and with all types of taste. Guest judges, thank you so much for coming. Now, you guys would not believe the transformation that has happened here in only 4 hours. Our very talented, hard-working renovators have taken what was a barren block and turned it into this character, life-filled street that you see before you. Now, these guys have done hard work. Now we want you to do some work. Now, each of you have been given a card, and we would like you to place that card into the letterbox of the house that you think has the most street appeal. That is, the house that you would be most likely to buy if you were in the market for a house. So it's power to the people, but it's a secret ballot. So, Renovators, if you could head back out to the locker room area.
Come on.
While our guest judges look at your work and cast their votes.
So we're left at the mercy of 250 strangers. I don't know how it's going to turn out.
Lisa and I are a little bit more worried now, the fact that all of a sudden, from being bold and colourful, some people it's going to frighten them off.
I'm a bit concerned about what we've done. We had aimed our garden at the judges. We knew it was something they would appreciate, and we weren't sure whether the public eye would like it.
We have an idea now what the judges want. We don't know what 250 people want.
Okay, guest judges. Let the voting begin.
Okay, guys, the judging's begun. Who do we think is going to win? I'm dying to
I'm
hear.
going to call the winner. I think it's Lisa and Jason. I really do. I think it's the most cohesive garden. I think it's the most complete. I think it's the one that puts a smile on your face as you walk past it. I think it affects you the most.
Yeah.
I voted for the purple house. One thing I was looking for was a house that was finished and complete. Some of the guys didn't get everything done in time, obviously. It was all there, and it was just had a really cool, soothing effect. It's just overall just a charming little cottage.
Who do you like the best, Pete?
I've got to say I quite like the one up the end, the one that
Kelly and
Kim put together. The reason why I like it is it's just so simple and clean and open and accessible. And there's small details in the sleepers on the side with just the plants sort of just popping out. And they're very, very simple things, but they're things that are very attractive and make you feel welcome inside the space.
I voted for the house that had the country setting because it reminded me of my family. Because we're from the country and it reminded me of my mum and dad.
I voted for number 9. The colour scheme was quite simple, but the planting around the front yard actually complemented the colours.
I really like the black and white house done by Fiona and Michael.
Yeah.
The impact is really strong, and they're the only people that actually set their fence back by having a garden in front of it, which I think adds an extra dimension to the whole garden.
It certainly feels like a complete world, that one. It doesn't feel like there's any empty spots. It all feels like it's all nicely balanced.
Do you know the one that's actually now really gathering a lot of people is Natalia's house, as we always thought that it would, because of, you know, having the gate at the other side.
I voted for the house with the purple fence and purple door. I just really liked how it all came together with the birds and the lanterns, and it just really appealed to my taste.
I'm really proud of them. I think they did a fantastic job.
I would have loved to have been involved in the voting of this, but again, I think this would have been just about impossible for us to agree. I mean, they're all so beautiful. Looking at them from back here, I'm glad it's not my choice.
That's really important. Okay, the counting is complete, and it's time to reveal the votes. Please take a step forward. Lisa and Jason.
Oh,
We did it. No, we haven't won yet.
Haven't we?
We haven't won yet. Easy, there's other people.
Easy, Tiger.
Your house received one of the highest number of votes.
We're in shock.
Please step forward, Fiona and Michael. You also received one of the highest number of votes today, but the question is, which team won this challenge? I can reveal the house with the most street appeal on 67 votes was created by Fiona and Michael.
I was genuinely shocked. I just couldn't believe. I was so proud and so excited, not just for myself, but for Michael too.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, it's a massive reward. It's a massive relief. It was just great to be rewarded for all the hard work that I put in.
So, Fiona and Michael, you must be feeling unbelievably ecstatic, I'm sure, because you did the most amazing job of actually really understanding the space. The fact that you stepped your whole fence back, gave it a new perspective of what it was, and the crispness of what you created with that popping of red on the window box was really fantastic.
Thank you, Robin.
Thank you. Well done.
To our guest judges, I just want to say thank you. We certainly could not have done it without you, and we certainly couldn't have surprised our renovators without you. So thank you very much, and we'll see you later.
Thank you.
Fiona and Michael, the last two remaining houses are, of course, the Vibro Cottage and the shop. Two sets of keys. Now, who gets what?
I suggested to Fiona that we have an arm wrestle.
Well, sorry, guys, it's not as easy as that. You two are about to go head-to-head in one almighty battle.
Oh, no, Michael.
Now, the challenge you're about to face is something that bamboozles millions of people across the globe each and every day. It's something that has the power to ruin birthdays, Christmases, and even destroy the most solid of relationships. It's the flat pack.
Oh, no.
Damn.
Fiona and Michael, you guys are about to go head-to-head in one almighty battle. The flat pack.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Damn.
Fiona, have you ever faced the challenge of putting together a flat pack tall boy before?
Quite a few times.
And how have you gone?
A bit frustrating. Sometimes I have to get my daughters to help at the end of the day.
Michael, how are you feeling about this?
Surprisingly nervous. I've put plenty of these together, but they're all different, and every time there always seems to be problems with them.
The flat pack is a simple fact of every renovator's life. So you two are about to race to assemble this flat pack tall boy. But we're about to make it more difficult than you can possibly imagine. Because we've taken away the instructions.
Oh, no. That's not fair.
The first of you to finish wins the right to pick which of the two houses you want to renovate in this competition.
Michael's a carpenter, but I have had to put a lot of flat pack stuff together. So it's game on now.
Fiona, Michael, work starts now!
Who was going to make sure that they could get the first set of keys? I'm actually going for Fiona.
Go, Fiona!
My method to the flat pack was to get all the drawers together. I knew that the parts for them were going to be quite simple.
It's a bit like a jigsaw. You haven't got instructions, so I'm thinking to myself, how am I going to do this? So what I do is unpack everything methodically.
So get your base sorted. Start at the bottom.
Okay, so Michael has a strategy of working on the drawers. It looks like Fiona is trying to get the carcass together first. Who is going to get there first?
Nice one, Michael.
There's one draw together by Michael now.
Nice job, Mike.
So once he gets one of them together, he'll know how to put the rest of them together.
Is that how it works? You know, I don't know.
Go, girl. You're doing excellent.
How you going, Michael?
He's doing lousy. You just get on with your own. Yeah.
Guys, I reckon at the moment it looks like it's anyone's game.
Definitely.
Michael is just pulling stuff out of the box and putting it together as he goes. So he's got those two drawers together. And Fiona here is very well organised and she's starting to get her base done.
Go, Fiona.
Hello, Fiona.
So at the moment, it's anyone's game.
Looking good, Fiona. Looking good. And the flat pack's not bad either.
That's it, dude. Looking good.
He's not looking good. He looks horrible.
No, mate, he's killing it.
Oh, yeah, the hammer's out.
That's the way, mate. That's the way.
That hammer will be coming your way soon, Bob.
3 out of 6. Go, Mikey. That's it, Mikey. 3 more to go.
Flip it over.
Go, Mikey. All right, she's just done her base, dude.
Okay, so Michael has finished his fourth draw. Fiona is just putting the first side on her base.
It was a very smart decision to do the draws first because he got to watch Fiona building her carcass and he was seeing the difficulties she was having.
I've got to get this slotted in, and it's not easy without instructions.
Watch and learn, Mike. Watch and learn, mate.
Radio, Michael has all of his drawers done. He's just got to put the fronts on. And Fiona has the two sides standing up and is struggling with the back. Michael, I hate to say it, but I think you're ahead.
Come on, Fiona. Don't jinx me.
You got it. You got it.
Keep production line in, mate.
Nice one, brother.
She's got everything like ducks in a row here, Brendan. They're all starting to fall together. I love this assembly line.
Okay, Michael has finished his fifth draw. He's on to his last draw.
Don't give up. Don't give up.
Michael, what's going on?
I put one of the handles on upside down.
So I knew I had to take that drawer apart again and turn the handle up the other way.
Yeah, Mikey.
Built tough.
Baz, take a look.
When Baz was looking over my cupboard, it's very, very daunting. I was quietly confident, but Baz is the Nazi, so there's always doubt in your mind.
What do you think, Baz? Yep. Done. Michael, congratulations. You have won the Flat Pack Challenge.
Michael wins and Fiona hasn't. But she hasn't lost because she's still got a set of keys, which is fantastic.
Thanks, brother.
I'm feeling extremely exhausted after that's over. I wish they made those tall boys with half as many screws in them.
Michael, Joanne, Peter, Luke and Jason all hold the keys to a house. And that leaves you with the Fibro Cottage and the shop. Now, it's surprising that no one has snapped these up because both have enormous potential for profit.
It is a very big decision because not only do I have to decide which key I want, I also have to decide which key Fiona gets.
Let's have a look inside both to remind you what's on offer. Firstly, the Fibro Cottage. The small Fibro shack has been barely touched since the 1950s. Inside the colour scheme is all about pink and blue. And the cockroach you just saw is a gift with purchase. There is a massive backyard, but the shed and garage are wasting valuable space. The The Fibro Cottage is located in Blacktown, which is 40.5 kilometres from Sydney CBD, and the land size is 556 square metres. The purchase price was $309,990. The renovation budget, which is 20% of that, comes to $61,998. What's going on in your head, Michael?
You've only got to make $38,000 or something to make 10% on that property, but I'm concerned that the Fibro Cottage is built with asbestos. It quite obviously needs a new kitchen. But the trouble is, it's not a very big kitty, so you've got to try to prioritise a bit.
The decision you're about to make could win or lose you the competition. Are you feeling the pressure?
Yes, I am.
OK, let's revisit the shop. The shop dates back to 1915 but has been laying idle for years. There are very few internal walls and no kitchen whatsoever. The bathroom is primitive at best. Outside you have a courtyard, but as you can see, it's a mess. The shop is located in Marrickville, which is 7.5 kilometres from Sydney CBD, and the land size is 310 square metres. The purchase price was $594,730. The makeover budget, which is 20% of that, comes to $118,946.
I like that it is a blank canvas, but I don't like that horrible facade. I don't like the fact that the front of your house is on the footpath. I don't know. I still don't know. So many negatives to each of them, but they have quite obviously both got very good potential.
Fiona, what are you thinking about all of this?
I like both of them for different reasons. I will be very happy to accept the keys to the one he doesn't choose.
If I take the shop and she makes a high percentage out of the Fibro Cottage, I'm going to feel like a fool when this thing finishes.
Michael, so you don't want any regrets?
No.
Tell us, what is your decision?
I think I'm going to play it safe and take the cottage. The Fibro Cottage, I feel a lot more comfortable with. Timber frame, quite obviously I'm a carpenter. It's more like the stuff I've worked on in the past. I couldn't be happier.
So, Michael, congratulations. You hold the keys to the Fibro Cottage. Fiona, you have the keys to the shop. Well done.
It was just huge relief, because I now know that I can get my teeth into that shop on that blank canvas.
Fiona, Michael, Joanne, Peter, Luke and Jason, you guys hold the keys to the 6 rundown houses, which puts you in pole position and is a massive advantage in this competition. That is for now, at least.
There's a trick.
These guys are not out of the running for the title of Australia's Best Renovator.
Oh, yes, that's what we want to hear.
This whole competition, it's like a roller coaster. So I'm really happy to hear that it's not all over for us.
You're not going to believe what happens from here on in.
I'm thinking this is just another part of the mystery, so the game is not over. It's just getting warmed up.
Next time, it all comes down to this.
You're fighting for survival.
With the keys to all 6 rundown houses now decided, 2 contestants will be eliminated.
It's definitely a wake-up call that this is a competition.
This week, the real battle begins. This competition is anybody's, as 6 teams get to work.
We may have bitten off a little bit more than we can chew.
I want you to surprise us.
I'm just in panic mode.
Am I going to criticise someone for trying too hard or not trying enough?
Freaking out, man.
If somebody doesn't like your room, then they're pretty much saying that you suck.
I love it.
But only one can win the title of Australia's Best Renovator and a prize beyond their wildest dreams.
It's going to be a fight till the end.